In this video, I'm going to talk about getting your iPad ready to update to the latest version of Procreate. So anytime you do an update to the app or to your iPad, it's a good idea to make a backup of your files just in case so they don't get overwritten. So the easiest way to do this is to open Procreate in this orientation on your iPad. And then you're going to swipe up from the bottom right here. And you see that little arrow that just appeared when I make a little swipe? If you swipe up like that, then the toolbar will appear across the top. If you swipe too fast, then it will close the app. So this icon right here is Files, and I'm going to just touch the icon and drag it over here to the left side of the screen. Sometimes it doesn't respond right away. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to drag it over here, and this is going to go in split screen mode. So now I have my files open over here on the left, and you can see all of your locations where you can save things on your iPad. So iCloud Drive, Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever you normally use to save your files is where you'll want to save these. So I'm going to choose iCloud Drive, and then I've made a folder called Backup. So then the easiest way to do this is just by selecting and dragging your canvas over to the folder. And as I did this, you can see now it's uploading into the backup. So you can do this one by one. If I choose another one, I'm just tapping and holding on it and then dragging it over, and it's automatically going into that folder. If you do have a stack on your iPad, so I have this stack of 4 artworks right here. If I tap on it and drag it over, it's going to move all 4 at the same time, but just note that they're all going to appear in this big folder. They're not going to stay in a stack. If you wanted to create another folder within your backup folder, here you can just tap and hold and do new folder, create your folder, and then move them in. So that's how you back up your artworks. If you have any custom brushes, or if you wanted to back up your brushes, the way to do that is go into your brushes, and then if you want to share one at a time, let's say I want to share this brush, I'm just going to swipe this way, and to back it up, I will hit share, and it's going to export it, and then I'm going to save it to my files in the same location, iCloud Drive, backup, choose the folder, and then hit save, and you can see it showed up here in the file, or in this folder that I was moving my artworks to. You can also move this whole brush set, so I have all these brushes in here within this one set, and to move a whole set, you just tap on the name of it, and then hit share, and then same thing, it'll export, you do save to files, and then choose the location where you want it to save. And when you save it, it will save as a brush set. So after you make sure your files are backed up, the next thing to do is make sure that your iPad has the latest version of the software. And if you go into settings and then general, if you go to software update right here, and if it has a red number next to it, that means you'll need to update it. You can download and install the newest update. And once you have the newest software, then you can go back to your App Store and search for Procreate. So when you open the App Store, it might look like this. If you go to the bottom right and go to search, I've already typed it in, which is why it's showing up, but you can type it in the top and search for Procreate. And make sure you get the one that has this logo right here, the black background. Mine is already updated, so it's just saying open right here, but if you have an update available, it would say update. You might be able to also find the update in a different part of your app store. Sometimes there's a section called updates that shows you which apps you have that can currently be updated. So once you download the update, then it will make all of the changes to the newest update that you have in that Procreate version. So just to recap, first make sure that you go to your files and back up any canvases that you want to make sure they are not lost. Then if you have any brushes or color palettes or any other things that you've created within the app, make sure that those are backed up. Then update the software on your iPad, and finally you will be able to update the Procreate app so that it's the latest version of the software. If you're interested in learning more about iPad lettering, we actually have a Facebook group dedicated to people that love iPad lettering. So if you just search Intro to iPad Lettering with Lovely Loops in Facebook, you'll see this group come up and you can request to join. Once you join, you'll see all this content in here. You'll see lots of people that are excited about sharing their work. We have lessons and tutorials and tips, and we do live videos in here as well. So we would love to have you in our group.